All right, welcome once again to Sinbin Stream tonight. NHL doubleheader hockey action. We start out in Montreal with the Los Angeles Kings at the Montreal Canadiens, and it is Remembrance Day in Canada and Veterans Day in the U.S., so thank you for your service to all veterans. As they have a ceremony at Bell Center in Montreal. Hello, Jeremiah. Welcome. All right, there we go, I think. Let me double check the audio. All right. Hello, Jeremiah. And I finally realized I can put the poll in when I set up the stream. Only took me 9.5 months to figure out how to do that, but we got there. Montreal wearing their red jerseys at home. Kings are in their white road jerseys. I made the score bug their silver though for the background. All right, well, there are other games getting underway shortly tonight as well. Stars at Senators, Capitals at Hurricanes, Maple Leafs at Bruins. If you have TNT, True TV, or HBO Max, that's where that Maple Leafs Bruins is. I'm doing this game off of the LA feed as of now, off of ESPN Plus. Kopitar and Suzuki did the puck drop, the ceremonial puck drop between a couple of vets. Let's see. Later tonight, Flames Blues. Sharks Wild is on Hulu if you have that. Sharks Wild at 7. Ducks Avalanche is the second game in the TNT True TV HBO Max doubleheader. Then the Blue Jackets Kraken will be going on while we bring you Jets Canucks. Looks like we're doing the anthems, I think, or about to. Yep, they're doing the American anthem right now. Wait a minute. Oh, I think did I forget to mute that? Yeah, I bet you I did. Now okay, now I can unmute. There we go. Perfect. I have to see who's starting in net. This is the Kings were off yesterday. I heard on the pregame this is their second game on a 6-game road trip. All right. All right, so it looks like the American anthem is done. And now they're doing the Canadian national anthem. All right. Yeah, again, the Kings are 7-5-4, Canadians 10-3-2. All right, we can get a look at the starting lineups finally. Or the opening puck drop lineups. Okay, it will be Darcy Kemper between the pipes for uh, the LA Kings, and it will be Sam Montembeault for the Canadiens. 35 versus 35. Starting defensemen Doughty and Anderson for the Kings. Forwards are LaFerriere, Fiala, and Byfield for the opening draw. For the Canadiens, Matheson and Dobson opening defensive pairing. And, oh, geez, I thought the app. Oh, great. Technical difficulties. All right, well, let's switch to the Montreal feed then. Awesome. Starting, nope, it's not the right game. Even though I clearly hit Kings Canadiens, they took me to the wrong game. There we go. We got Caulfield, Suzuki, and Slafkovsky, the opening forwards for the Habs. All right, we've got the Montreal feed now since LA was having technical difficulties. All right, Kemper is 5-3-3, 252 goals against and 905 save percentage. Montembeault 4-3-1, 3.46 goals against average, 864 save percentage. Yeah, cough. Okay, there we go. All right, we are just about set for the center ice draw. Thanks, Thax. Yeah, that game broke me a little bit. I haven't been this down on this team for a long time. I just don't see their offense figuring it out. I think the Kraft does a good job, getting yards after catch. He's a much better blocker. Musgrave just can't stay on his feet. Their O-line, like if they have everybody healthy, their O-line is okay, but they have no O-line depth, so they're in trouble. They'll be lucky to. Sure, the Giants will give them all they can handle, and then from there on out, unless they can improve against the division, week 1 against the Lions was a long time ago. They got a tough schedule down the stretch, but oh well. Feeling better today, and we got some hockey. As we look at Kopitar talking to one of the refs. 2-time Stanley Cup champ, 2012, 2014. 2-time Frank Selke recipient, 16 and 18. 3-time Lady Byng, 16, 23, and 25. Kings scoring leader for 9 consecutive seasons. This is the last one for Kopitar. All right, Byfield and Suzuki are just about set. There's the draw. Canadians dump it in from the red line. Battle along the near boards. Suzuki has it. Cross ice pass. Kings deflected, and LaFerriere dumps it around to the far corner. Battle for the puck in the far face-off circle. Out of the zone. Kings are going to try and dump it right back in, though. And Matheson sent it around to the far boards. And Kings keep it in, dump it into the near corner. Fiala had it. He still has it near face-off circle. To Kempe. Kempe to Clark. Clark gets decked. Puck goes around to the far boards, and the Canadians get it to neutral ice. Kings are trying to counter quickly. Kempe into the near corner. Puck is sent to the near boards. Now battle for the puck. Kempe cross ice pass. Long shot wide. Rebound all the way out to the near blue line. Clark had it. They passed it. Centering to Kempe from the slot. And it's wide into the far corner. No shots. Oh, they do give LA a shot on goal here. Canadians other way in front of the crease. Somebody lost the handle and a missed opportunity for Montreal. And they take it back behind their own net. All right, sent up the near boards, and they chase it into the near corner. I think Caulfield was there. No, Gallagher, my bad. Shot is off the far boards behind the net. Dumoulin has it for the Kings behind, now in the far corner. Sends it to Ceci. Ceci sends it out. And Montreal has it again. 72. I don't know how to say that name. I should have looked it up. Up the near boards. And behind the net, CC there. Oh, it's 1-1 shots on goal. They finally credited Montreal with a shot. And Montreal takes it behind their net. So we've gone through almost 2:45 already. 1-1 shots on goal. No whistles, as I imagine. Shot looked like a blocker save. Probably wide of the net, though. And we got 17 minutes to go in the first period. Finally up ahead to Anderson for Montreal. He sends it around into the near corner. Battle for the puck. It's Evans behind the net. Kings trying to dig it out. Canadians keep it in. Shot and a save by Darcy Kemper. He holds on or freezes it at 16:40. Shots on goal. It still says 1-1. This one looked to be on target. All right. Maybe I should just make the Kings white, make that stand out a little more. It's kind of blending in. Yeah, let's do that. All right, there's the draw. Byfield tries to knock it in. Canadians pick it up and send it up the near far boards into the far face-off circle. A shot from the slot that was saved into the near boards. Fiala passes to Byfield. It's poked away by Montreal. Byfield had it back, but now Montreal. Nope, it's stolen by LaFerriere. Drop pass. Fiala to Byfield. Oh my gosh, right outside the crease, and he missed wide to the near side. Puck is in the far corner. 3-1 shots on goal for Montreal now, but a golden opportunity there missed by the Kings. Great feed by Byfield. Fiala to Byfield, and they didn't cash in. Dumped in from the red line by Montreal, and it looks like it may have gone into the netting. And there's a whistle on the play at 15:37. Yeah, I don't know what. Yep. Oh no, Byfield hit the post. That's what it was, the near post. Okay, so he didn't miss it wide, but still not a shot on goal. Kings are 6-1-2 on the road this year. Means they're struggling at home. Shot from the slot. And a good pad save by Darcy Kemper. Keeps it scoreless. It's 4-1 shots on goal Montreal. CC can't hold it in. And Dumoulin has to chase it down and behind the King net. Now CC in the near boards. Sends it up. And Montembeault plays it behind the net. Struble has it. He's waiting for the breakout play. Passes and sent up the near boards. Gallagher couldn't get there in time. I guess it's icing on Montreal at 14:47. Oh, wow. Yeah, good save by Kemper. If who was that? That was Demidov. Couldn't lift it at all. Otherwise, he had a goal. Doc taking the draw for Montreal. As we wait, it's against Denault. Montreal controlled it to the far boards. Kings keep it in. Doughty shot, save, rebound, another save. Second shot was by who is that? Moore. Puck is sent in behind the net. Denault still battling along the boards. Moore gets it. They get it out to the blue line. Sent in again behind the net. It's Denault. Back to the blue line. It's Drew. Doughty spins. Has it with the backhand. And a shot by Anderson comes to the side of the net. Wasn't frozen, though, by Montembeault. And the Canadiens able to send it down. Doughty gets it to Anderson. Anderson to center ice. Kings trying to get a couple changes. That pass doesn't get through. I see Corey Perry out there now for the Kings, and the Canadiens get to center ice. Perry has the puck, though. Perry in the near boards dumps it in behind the net. Battle for the puck. And past. Montreal has control. Into the far boards, they dump it into the far corner. Clark is there, takes a hit. And let's see, battle for the puck again. Velino is there for Montreal. Puck comes free. They can't get it, and the Kings send it down the length of the ice. This might be icing on Los Angeles. 4-3 shots on goal. Wait. And what do we got? 12:57? Did I stop it too early, apparently? I think we got some new Kings name. Oh, yeah. Turcotte is 15. Who's 37? Oh, Fogle. I think Warren Fogel's been injured lately. What just happened here? I think we got a penalty. Just missed this draw. I think we were at 13:01 and we had a draw and a penalty. Clark hooking Caulfield, so Montreal gets the first power play. Clark already in the sin bin, and we head to commercial. Well, Kings will have to kill the early 5-4 man advantage that Hurricanes up. Thank you. Duhaime. Brandon Duhaime. Duhaime is second goal from Frank and Dowd. Senators 2, Stars 0. Stars just headed to the power play. Jensen and Batherson. Batherson 6th. Jensen's first. Bruins and Maple Leafs tied in Boston. Lorenz tied it up with a shorty. And Zacha had his 5th on the power play. Yeah, those are the 4 games in progress right now. All right, so Montreal will have the 5-on-4 man advantage. Kings will have to kill the penalty. I know my display is more of an international display, but this is the only hockey score bug I could find on the website I use for my overlays. But it works as long as you're... At least they say 5-on-4 and they put the 5 by the team, like NHL.com, it's always left to right, 5-on-4, and then you get the power play time by the name. But all right, so it looks like it's going to be Byfield, LaFerriere, Edmondson, and Anderson on the kill. Okay, so Clark hooked Caulfield, and Caulfield crashed into the net. I had just like looked away and missed it. It happened like 3 or 4 seconds. Suzuki wins the draw. Demidov sends it to the blue line. Into the near face-off circle. Tipped up into the air and down the length of the ice eventually. Where Hudson scoops it up behind the Montreal net. 12:40 to go in the first. Drop pass back to the blue line. Hudson skates it to the slot. Far face-off circle shot and a save. They got the rebound. Take it back to the blue line. Demidov gets his pocket picked. And I believe Byfield sends it down the length of the ice. 5-3 shots on goal now. As Hudson gets it to the red line, he hustles into the near face-off circle, takes it behind the Kings net, and gets sent down by Cece. So we're going to have a 5-on-3 here, as Cece must have tripped Hudson. They thought he was going to just dump it in and turn. Yeah, hooking for Cece. Took down Hudson, and they thought he was going to dump it in, and he didn't. He turned down the Jets, and with the hook, and now there's a 5-on-3. So trouble early here for the Kings. They're going to have to kill off a 5-on-3 and then some additional 5-on-4 after that. All right, well, Kings better wake up. Game is underway, and they're taking some dumb penalties. I guess, you know what, I can lower this a little bit. Let's do that. Whoops, that's not what I was trying to do. All right, back underway. Kings at the blue line. I'm sorry, Montreal at the blue line. Back to Hudson. Far face-off circle. Puck is knocked free. Hudson keeps it in at the blue line, though. Hudson passes. Far face-off circle. Back to Hudson. Near face-off circle. That is Dobson. They send it around. Far corner. Behind the net. Suzuki sends it right back. Suzuki gets it back. Centering pass to Hudson. That shot was high and wide. They took a shot away from the Canadiens, so it's 4-3, so none on the power play. Still got 25 seconds on the 5-on-3. And shot from the near faceoff circle is wide. Far face-off circle. Oh, the rebound was right in front of the crease and empty net because he came out to make the initial save, but they couldn't get a stick on it. And Montreal still controls the action. It's into the 5-on-4 now for a while already, and cleared down the length of the ice by the Kings. Want time for another rush. They got 30 seconds to go on the last Kings penalty. All right, into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Back to the blue line and out. And we got a whistle. Wonder if were the Kings offside or what was that? 10:15 to go in the first. Well, that one just missed the post. Wide, though. So it wasn't even on net. Kemper played one pretty well, though. Oh, yeah, he did a poke check on that one where he came out of the net. That would have been an easy goal. Where the rebound like went over his stick. All right. Dumped in from the red line. Kemper plays it around to the far boards. The penalty is over. Kings skate. LaFerriere has it, and now there's a penalty on the Habs, so the Kings will go to the power play after a shot on goal. Somebody got LaFerriere at 9:54, and we got a Canadiens penalty. Under 10 media timeout. Yeah, what's the call? Well, the Canadiens, I don't know, maybe there isn't a penalty. The ref had his arm up, and the Kings weren't offside, so I think NHL.com is just slow. It's 5-3 shots on goal Montreal, but no score. All right, well, thanks, Jeremiah. We'll check the scoreboard again. Hampus Lindholm with his first goal of the year, power play, gives the Bruins a 2-1 lead in Boston. Leafs have one shot on goal, and they have a goal. And the Capitals take a 1-0 lead on the Hurricanes. They must have had that goal. Oh, I had it the other way around, I guess. Capitals 1, Hurricanes 0. Or maybe they had a review and wiped one out. I guess I didn't realize it was for Washington. Again, Senators up 2-0 on the Stars. These are the only 4 games in progress. That's a very good question. How do you not? Thanks, Sue. Yeah, so the Bruins are up 2-1. Capitals 1-0. I may have said that score wrong. Brandon Duhaime. And Senators still up 2-0 on the Stars. Yeah, good question. I don't know. I don't even think they had a shot on goal. If they did, they had one that entire 5-on-3. Okay, there is a penalty. NHL.com was slow to put it up. It's on Kirby Dach. Tripped LaFerriere. All right, let me get that in. So 77 to the box. Brother of Colton Dach on the Blackhawks. And Suzuki is the brother of Ryan Suzuki, who's on the Chicago Wolves and occasionally gets called up for the Hurricanes. All right, far face-off circle. All right, now they say 5-4. Oh, okay, after that last, right before, yeah, before the commercial. All right, well, Montreal 0-for-2. This is the Kings' first attempt. The Habs win the draw and clear it down the length of the ice. Kemper stops it behind his net. Kempe scoops it up. Drop pass back to Fiala. To Perry. He loses the puck. Montreal clears it. 9.5 to go. First period. About a minute and a half to go on the Kings power play. Far boards, and Montreal sends it again. All right, they've 40 seconds in, and they haven't even assembled anything looking like a power play. Kempe drop pass. I think that's Byfield to Perry. Byfield in the near corner. Back to the blue line. Kempe shot. Saved into the far corner. And Canadiens clear it down the length of the ice. When did they pick up their 6th shot? Did one of those, I don't know, Byfield in front of his own net. Kings trying to get some changes. They only got 45 seconds left on this power play. Byfield into the O-zone. Shot from the slot. Big save, big rebound. Puck is loose in the crease. And they blow the whistle. I don't know if Montembeault froze it on or not, but the ref blew the whistle at 8:27. Yeah, so hello to Jeremiah. Hello, Thax. Hello, Susan. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting, everybody. And we got 12 votes, so there's 9 for the Canadiens and 3 for the Kings in the poll. All right, Drew Doughty is out there now in the power play. Looks like he's paired with Clark. They have Denault, Byfield still, and LaFerriere. Haven't seen a whole lot of Kopitar tonight yet. All right, Kings win the draw. Keep it in at the blue line. It's 6-6 shots on goal. No score. Battle for the puck in the far boards. Canadians have it at the red line. They get it into the O-zone. Shot from the slot is blocked behind the net. And Denault gets it to Doughty. Doughty to Byfield. Over to Clark and dumped in by LaFerriere to the far corner. Doughty's there. Canadians get it out. Penalty is expired. 5-on-5. Drop pass in the far corner, or near corner, I mean. Byfield, cross-ice pass. Cross-ice pass off the near boards. Clark with the puck. Centered it. It's in the crease. The goalie fell into the net or got knocked into the net. LaFerriere has it. Shot from the near faceoff circle. That is a nice save by Montembeault. And the sent behind the net. We got a high stick coming up on the Canadiens. Somebody got, looks like Kirby Dach again, popped somebody in the mouth. He doesn't understand the call, but Byfield definitely got hit in the face. So I don't know what Kirby Dach is beefing about. He's heading to the box, still beefing about it. High sticking. It's 2 minutes. What's the discussion? Oh, where the draw is going to be? Oh, maybe they're discussing if it's a major. All right, 2 minutes high sticking on Kirby Dach. Don't know what he was beefing on because he definitely clipped. Ooh, I don't know. Couldn't see it. I think he I don't know. It wasn't clear on the replay, but Byfield definitely got hit in the face. Canadians win the draw, clear it down the length of the ice. We're under 7:10 to go, first period. All right, that's Kempe with a shot. I think that hit the post again. Kings try to keep it in, but Suzuki is there in front of the Canadiens' net, and he clears it down the length of the ice. It's 8-6 shots on goal, Kings. Kempe, drop pass. Let's see, who dumped that in? Is that Kopitar? Clark sends it. Yeah, it is Kopitar. Battling for the puck in the far corner. Pass to Perry along the near boards. He gets it to Kopitar. Kopitar looking at the blue line to Fiala. Back to Fiala from Kopitar. Near face-off circle. Centering to the slot. Kempe with a shot. I don't know if it got through. Kept in, though, by the Kings. Fiala down to Kempe again. Kempe skates it out. Sends it down low to Fiala. Near face-off circle. Fiala looking. Skates and gets it to Kopitar now near face-off circle. To Kempe at the blue line. Shot is way wide. Hoping for a deflection. Canadians clear it down the length of the ice. On 25 seconds to go on the power play. Last rush by the Kings as they get line changes. Drew Doughty out there. He brings it up. Drop pass to Byfield. Byfield works his way through. Looked like he got tripped. No call. And Montreal counters. Power play is just about over. And we are back at full strength. Canadians, let's see. LaFerriere takes it behind his own net. Now it is Drew Doughty with the puck. And he dumps it in from the red line. No score, 9-6 shots on goal for the Kings. Back to the blue line. Let's see, who did they get it to? Anderson at the blue line. That shot is blocked into the far corner. This one is chipped up And up the far boards, looks like Suzuki has it, and he dumps it in from the red line. Doughty tracks it down in the far corner and gets it out as Montreal takes it over. That was Hudson. Battle for the puck on the far boards. Finally, I think Perry just got it out of there. And no, it's not Perry. 40, that's Armia. Not 10. Battle for the puck. Turcotte's there in the far corner. Armia was there. Now they get it back to CC. A blast. That is saved into the near corner. Play continues up the near boards and out. 10-7 shots on goal. Dumoulin in his own end. Kings trying to get some changes. He gets it to CC, who dumps it in from the red line. Montembeault plays it to the far corner. Canadians, let's see who's there with the puck. To the behind the net again. Gallagher had it. I think he gets it back. Cross ice pass to Hudson. Hudson skates it in to Gallagher. Shot must have been wide or saved. All the way down into their own end for Montreal. And finally out of their own end, pass on net, frozen by Kemper at 3:14. Believe we have the under 6 media timeout. And so we got to look at Kirby Doc. Oh, well, Canadians broadcast thinks the puck hit Byfield, not Doc's stick. Well, maybe we did the under 6. Oh, was there an icing that I missed? I apologize. At any rate, we've got a draw in the Kings' defensive zone. The linesman is talking to Byfield anytime you want to drop the puck. There we finally go. Clark has it, skates it out of the Kings' end at the red line, now into the O zone. Shot and saved by Montembeault. Canadians going the other way. They dump it in. Anderson takes it behind the Kings' net. And the Kings, Kempe loses it. Canadians send it up the near boards and out. But Fiala jumps on the puck. He has it poked right away. Demidov passes. That gets away. Canadians have it in their own end. They send it up the far boards. They're in the O zone. Weak shot gloved by Kemper at 2:27. Newhook might have been with the one with that shot. All right, now we have the under 6 media timeout. It is 11-9 shots on goal after that. All right, let's take a look at the other games while we're at a break. 3-1 Bruins. Alex Steves, his first of the year at 17:23 into the first period. Leafs down by 2 now in Boston. 3-1 Bruins. Still Capitals 1, Hurricanes nothing. Hurricanes wrapping up a power play. 1:18 to go. Senators, Stars already at the first intermission. Senators up 2-0 thanks to Jensen and Batherson. Batherson 6, Jensen's first. Flames Blues in about 20-25 minutes, closer to 25. And Sharks Wild the same. That game's available on Hulu if you have Hulu. Looks like just single game coverage for Hulu tonight as TNT, True TV, and HBO Max have the doubleheader. All right, don't forget coming up tonight, Winnipeg Jets at Vancouver Canucks. About 2 hours and 25 minutes from now. Then tomorrow night, Oilers Flyers at 6:30. There was only like 2 games to pick from. I don't get the Hawks. Well, Hawks are on TNT, True TV, HBO Max. Same with Rangers Lightning. So it was between Oilers Flyers and Sabres Mammoth. Went with the Oilers Flyers. All right, we are back from commercial break. Let's make sure we're live. You never know with the ESPN app. It says we are. All right. They missed the draw. They took a shot away from LA. It's 10-9 now. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Center to the slot. Luckily, somebody knocked it away for the Kings. They dump it in. They chase it. Denault and Matheson battling for the puck. Armia couldn't get it. Ceci has it in the near corner for the Kings. He sends it into the far corner, sends it behind to Armia. Now, Denault with the puck in the near corner. We got 1:45 to go in the opening period. And looks like Suzuki has it for the Canadiens. He'll get it back to the defenseman, Matheson, behind the Canadiens' net as they get a line change. Now they do the breakout. Matheson sends it up ahead. How's that night icing? Out the far boards for the Kings. Kuzmenkov dumps it in. No, Kuzmenko. Sorry. All right, pass to Edmondson. That shot was saved, but I think it was wide of the net. They gave him a shot, but I'm sure they'll take it back. So that did not look like it was on target. Kings still have it in the O-zone. Pass to Turcotte. He loses it. And Canadiens have it into the O-zone. Drop pass near faceoff circle. Shot, and that's a goal. And the Kings are down 1-0. Kemper got beat to the near side. 11-10 shots on goal. Anderson from Hudson and Evans at 19-16. Whoops, wrong way. I hit the wrong button. I apologize. Yeah, near face-off circle. No, he got beat glove side to the far pole. Just under the bar, top shelf. Nice shot. It ricocheted so hard I thought he hit the post. And then I saw the ref signal it was a goal. So, all right, under 40 to go in the first period. All right, Kings, they had it and they gave it to Doc. They made a bad pass. Moore couldn't get it to either, I think it was Byfield or LaFerriere. All right, around the boards to the near side. And battle for the puck. Kings have it in their own end. Doughty has it. 10 seconds to go in the period. Shot by, LaFerriere was blocked. They don't. Oh, Fiala with a wide shot just before the buzzer. 11-10 shots on goal, but the late goal by, we got pushing and shoving. Hold on, by Josh Anderson. Gives them the 1-0 lead. Oh, boy. All right, well, we head to the intermission. 1-0 Montreal. Yeah, 3-1 Bruins after 1. Gotcha. All right, we'll get the countdown clock up. Just double check on the audio real quick. Make sure this is muted. Looks like it is. All right. All right. Please like and or subscribe if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers, which will help grow the channel. And I thank you so much for your support. All right. Again, Bruins 3, Maple Leafs 1. First intermission. Leafs will start the second with a little bit of a power play time, 26 seconds. Canadians 1-0 over the Kings. Anderson from Hudson and Evans at 19-17. Senators up 2-0 on the Stars in Ottawa. First intermission. Canes losing at home, 1-0 Capitals. First intermission. Flames Blues less than 20 minutes, as same for Sharks Wild. We will have Jets Canucks as the second game of the doubleheader tonight. And tomorrow night, Oilers Flyers. Hoping to do Jets Kraken on Thursday. Hope I won't be late. My son has flag football late at like 7:15, so if it ends at 8:15, it might. Hopefully, I get back by 9:05, 9:10 time, in time to beat the first puck drop. As of now, Friday night NBA doubleheader action off of Prime. Heat Knicks followed by Warriors Spurs. And we have Jets Flames Saturday night. And then we'll figure out the Sunday schedule. I think I will be skipping Dolphins Commanders or Commanders Dolphins, the game from Spain at 8:30 in the morning. And I think we're just going to go with hockey. I'm going to have to listen to the Packers and watch Red Zone to follow it. And just the competition for football is very heavy, so, or there's a lot of it. So, all right, well, let's go. We'll just show you. We'll go through some numbers. Let's see the goal visualizer. It was in the near face-off circle, and he beat Kemper in the far post. They make 2 passes. Great pass by Hudson, and he buried it again, glove side to the under the bar. Hello, David. He says, "Go Habs, go!" Yeah, if they weren't playing the Kings, I'd be rooting for the Habs. I'm in the Chicago area, but I am rooting for the Canadian teams, hoping somebody will bring home the cup. You know, if the Kings or the Hurricanes can't do it, just like Drew Doughty and Kopitar, it's his last year, so. Hoping for the Kings to do well. Don't follow the Blackhawks. Don't have their get blacked out, and it's cheaper just to pay for NFL, ESPN Plus, and only get everything besides the Hawks and etc. The national games I can't get. All right. I think that, let's see, we had 2 penalties each team. That means both teams went 0 for 2 on the power play. All right, they already took a shot away for Montreal, so it's 11-10. Shots on goal. Kings, Habs are leading the draws 9-5, 64.3. Yeah, again, both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. 7-2 hits, Montreal. 6-3 block shots, Montreal. 6-1 giveaways, Montreal. 2-1 takeaways, Montreal. The rematch and the season finale of this 2-game regular season series is in LA on March 7th. So Montembeault has made 11 saves on 11 shots. Kemper, 8 saves on 9 shots. All right, we'll leave these scores up because it looks like Stars Senators are coming out of the break, So we'll leave this page up. All right, let's cue up some music. I'm going to take a quick break. Do appreciate you all being here and chatting. It helps the live stream a lot. Thank you. All right, 1 second. Whoops, man, I gotta make sure that's muted. All right. I think we got 7 likes. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Try to slowly fade the music out. All right, there we go. Oops. All right, hope you're all having a great Tuesday night and ready for some more hockey. 1-0 Montreal as we get set for the second period coming up. You know what? Let me quick get out of the app and get back in. Maybe I can prevent this thing from crashing. All right. Still 1-0 Capitals over the Hurricanes. Senators 2-0 over the Stars. 3-1 Bruins over Leafs. So no, changes there. All right. Trying to get back into the app. I thought it might prevent it crashing since the ESPN app tends to crash on me twice a game now. Oh, pardon me for bumping the mic stand. Okay, it'd be great if I could find the hockey games right at the top, but I cannot. So we have to go down to NHL. We'll go back to the Canadiens feed. Kings feed had trouble at the beginning. We got 19 votes, 74% for the Montreal Canadiens and 26% for the LA Kings. All right, come on. Get back live. All right, there we go. Yep, the only goal, again, from Josh Anderson, his second of the year at 1917, assists Hudson and Evans. All right, Montembeault in net for the Canadiens, and, of course, Darcy Kuemper for the Kings. This, let's see, 1 second. Hudson is tied for second for points by defenseman. All right. The Habs are going left to right in red, and the Kings in white are going right to left. As we get set for the second period draw. Suzuki against Byfield, as it was at the start. Struggle for the puck. Finally, the Kings have it. Doughty gets it to the far boards, and Byfield has it. Pass to Fiala. Byfield into the near corner, sends it around the boards to the far corner. Drop pass to Fiala. Suzuki hits him, and Fiala has it. And nope, now the Canadiens have it into the O-zone. Cross ice pass off the boards. Matheson gets it to, I think, Suzuki. Dobson had it briefly. Now the Kings counter. Doughty over to LaFerriere in the far faceoff circle. He comes behind the net, taps it. Byfield can't get there. The Canadiens have it. Puck is loose in the far faceoff circle. Kings have it again. Byfield to LaFerriere. Down low for Fiala. He tries a stuff attempt, and it's a glove save by Montembeault. And we got pushing and shoving going on. They didn't like, I guess Montembeault had it in his glove. The Kings must have tried to poke at it, and the Canadiens weren't happy. Understandable. Oh, I forgot to take the timer down. My bad. 19:01 in the second. Yeah, Fiala took 2 shots with it, but I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad, but maybe the Canadiens had a point. Shoot, what was I just trying to figure out here? Oh, yeah, we need to unmute again. That's right. All right, the draw is in front of the Kings bench. They win the draw, and Edmondson dumps it into the far corner. Kempe digs it out. They get it back. Edmondson keeps it in at the blue line. That shot may have gone on target. We do have 13-9, and now we got a whistle at 18:43. Wow, they're playing Kopitar at wing now. They say Armia is centering for him and Kempe. All right, face off, blue line, and a goal from the blue line. The Kings tie it up. It was Edmondson on a blast. I was about to say a bomb or a blast, and they came out 1-1. Edmondson ties it. So it was at 18:46. They had a quick draw. Win the draw and a pass to the blue line and a goal. They beat Montebo glove side high under the bar on a blast from Edmondson. I don't know if it got tipped. No. It wasn't top shelf, but it was about 3/4 of the way up. So the Kings tie it up at 18:43. Play continues now after the draw. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Kempe gets it to center ice, but the Canadiens take it. Nope, Demidov touched it, and there's a whistle. What's the whistle for? Yeah, good pass by Fiala to Edmondson after, it was Clark. Who did I say? Clark and Kopitar won the draw. Clark passed it to Edmonton. That is Edmonton's first goal of the season on a slap shot from the blue line. 1:17 in to the second period. Still 14. Oh, now they say 15-9 Kings shots on goal. All right, we're approaching 18 minutes to go in the second. Kempe looked like he was getting held, or his stick was being held. No call. Dumoulin has it and gets it to neutral ice and dumped in. Uh-oh, did that get tipped or did that go right into the netting at 17:43? Maybe Kapanen tipped it for Montreal. So a couple of 5-on-5 goals, one for each team. Edmondson early in the second period got the equalizer. All right, the face-off is near the penalty box area, just outside the Canadiens' end. Dumped in by the Kings after they won the draw. Battle for the puck up the near boards and out of their own end, over the red line and chipped in. As the Canadiens chase it, and the Kings just get it out of there to neutral ice and dumped in. Might have been by Doughty. Into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Two for each team battling for the puck. Oh, man, somebody just got shoved into the twice. I mean, where's the penalty? No call against Montreal. They're going the other way. And picked up, or poke checked away by the Kings and dumped in by Anderson. Centering pass goes through just off of Anderson's stick, and somebody got tripped. Looks like Montreal tripped the King player. Delayed penalty coming up for Montreal. So empty net for the Kings. They have the extra attacker on. Pass to the near faceoff circle. Back to the blue line. Fiala to the far faceoff circle. Back to Kopitar. Now into Clark. Clark to the far faceoff circle. Shot goes behind the net. Play continues. I don't know if he didn't touch it or if it hit the side of the net. Down low, and Clark mishits that shot attempt. Kempe keeps it in. He gets the puck right back. Far faceoff circle. Centering pass. Down low for Kopitar. He sends it around the boards. Kempe has it. Keeps it in at the blue line. Down low. Kopitar looking. Back to the blue line for Kempe. A shot. And wait, did we get a goal? It is a goal. Okay, I thought maybe they were saying the penalty had happened. They had a chance down low off the rebound, and they finally cashed in. It was Byfield. Good shot from the slot, I think. Pardon me. By Byfield. Big rebound. Yeah, and Byfield cashed in with the goal. So no penalty. They cashed in on the delayed penalty call. 2-1 Kings. And Byfield at 4:15 gives the Kings their first lead of the game. Face off won by the Kings, and they dump it in. Byfield from Edmondson and Kempe. Yeah, Kempe had the big blast, which set up the big rebound to the far side, and Byfield buried it basically into an empty net as Montembeault had come out to play the initial shot. Around the far boards, kept in by Montreal. Back at the blue line, they still keep it in. Dumoulin finally gets the puck and gets it to neutral ice. Canadians dump it right back in from the red line and chase it. Dumoulin takes a hit, gets it to Ceci, who also gets hit. And now Dumoulin at the red line skates it in, stops in the near faceoff circle with the puck, tried to center it to the slot, picked up by, I think, Fiala. He gets it to the near boards. Byfield out there again. Tipped and redirected. Another goal off the rebound. The Kings. And they lead 3-1. I believe Byfield tapped that one in. Quickly, the Kings storm back and take a 3-1 lead. All 3 goals here in the second period. And we're only, there's still 5:21 into it. Yeah, Montembeault made the save, but it gave up a big rebound and another, big rebound. Struble couldn't get it away from Fiala, and he tucked it right in from the far. Almost looked like Montembeault could have sealed that near that far post, but just didn't. So 3-1 Kings lead on the road. Yeah, 14:39 to go was right. 5:21 into it. Under 14 and a half to go. 18-9 shots on goal. And the Kings lead 3-1 after trailing 1-0 after 1. All right. Canadians have it in their own end. That was Carrier. He sends a pass to the far boards, picked off by Fiala. He looks, and the puck is poked away from him. Suzuki couldn't get there. Kings counter. Fiala in the near faceoff circle. Shot is blocked and picked up, I think, by Caulfield, and sent up the near boards. And down for icing, though, on Montreal. So no under 14 timeout yet after the icing. Hey, Derek, how are you? Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Thanks for saying hello. Oh, Kings first. I'm wearing my Kings stuff. I don't always have stuff for both teams. Sometimes I have nothing. Tonight, the next game, I only have 2. But I'm Kings first, Hurricanes second, and then all the Canadian teams is who I root for. All right, Montreal. I love, even if I didn't root for Montreal at all, I just love their uniform too. I think their red one's either the best or second best uniform in all sports. You know, it's them or the Blackhawks. All right, Kings in their own end as we approach 13 minutes to go in the second. And now the Canadians, miss-hit there behind the net. That looked like they had a good scoring opportunity. Dobson kind of didn't get all of that. He now sends it in behind the net. Touched up into the far corner. Kempe picks it up for the Kings. And he'll skate it to neutral ice. Over the red line. Takes a slash. Sends it into the far corner. Kopitar gets it back to Kempe. Back to the blue line. Dumoulin skates to the far face-off circle. Into the slot. Just outside the crease. Missed the shot into the near boards. Somebody just got knocked down for the Kings, and we got another Montreal penalty at 12:18. Looks like tripping on Newhook is going to be the call. I believe, 15 Newhook. Looks like we're getting the under 14 media timeout. So already up 3-1, and the Kings go on the power play. That's true. Scoreless half. Both your teams played, and the Panthers won. Yeah. Oh, I understand. No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm in the Chicago area. Was a Blackhawks fan. Enjoyed watching them last year, even though they stunk. I got to watch Bedard. They were free over the air via antenna, and then they took that away once they signed their deal with Xfinity Comcast, or Comcast Xfinity. So I get it. You know, not all Canadian teams like other Canadian teams. Again, my favorite two teams are, again, I don't get Blackhawks games, so not, I did the opener, and that's it. I don't, unless they're on ABC, I probably won't do any more Blackhawks games. I like the Kings. I've liked Kopitar and Doughty for 10, 12 years. I mean, I just got back into hockey. I shouldn't say 10, 12 years. I got back into hockey last year. So I'm wishing Kopitar well in his last year. I like the Hurricanes because they're the Chicago Wolves are their AHL affiliate. So yeah, they're looking at the replay. Yeah, Alex Newhook tripped, who was it? Tripping Joel Armia. Yeah, I just like hockey logos. Like, other than, I've never liked any of the Ducks logos. They're about the one team. I don't know. I've never liked any of their color schemes or colors. But I love collecting hockey stuff, so. All right, face-off controlled. Hudson, I think, just cleared it. They get it to center ice. Fiala had to regroup in front of his own net. Oh, we got a whistle at 12:07. Never mind. So still 150 on the power play. Yeah, I get it. I never used to like the Canucks either, but I know there's a lot of Blackhawks fans that did not like the Flames, but I think that was from Theo Fleury. And so, I don't know. I just really like the Canadiens jersey. 3 goals in 4 minutes and 5 seconds for the LA Kings. All right, Kempe has it in the near corner. He'll skate it out to neutral ice. Drop pass stolen by Montreal into the far faceoff circle. Shot must have been high or wide, and it's in the near corner. Careless pass there by Kempe, I believe. Now he gets the drop pass to Fiala, who skates it in. They've only got 1:20 left, and Montreal has it behind their own net, and Matheson sends it out down the length of the ice. So nothing resembling a power play shown yet in the first 53 seconds. 18-10 shots on goal, Los Angeles. Fiala, they dump it in. It was Kuzmenko. Matheson gets it away, and Montreal gets it out of their own end. That was Kapanen who cleared it. And it's picked up by Suzuki, centered, and a shot was wide. Nearly a shorty there, as the Kings are getting very careless in their own end with the puck. Finally, Doughty with the drop pass. Byfield to the far, looks like LaFerriere. He sends it around the net. Kings player went down hard in the corner, but might have lost an edge. Suzuki couldn't keep it in. Doughty has it. We got 15 seconds on the power play. The Kings didn't even get anything close to a shot on goal. Clark off the boards behind the net. LaFerriere trying to get it to the far corner. I think that's Byfield up the near boards and out, and the power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5. Wow, that was, without a doubt, one of the worst power plays I've seen. They gave up multiple shorthanded goal attempts and didn't get anything on net. Very disorganized for the Kings. That pass to the slot goes wide to the near side. Pretty good shot opportunity, but could not steer it on net for the Kings. Montreal counters, and CC hits it behind the net. Looks like I didn't get a look at who fell down in the corner for the Canadiens. Might have been Caulfield. I don't know what he's signaling. And where's the whistle? What's the time? That was weird. Do we have a penalty, or is this an offside? Oh, I guess we have a penalty, probably on the Kings. 9:34, under 10 media timeout. So I believe Montreal's heading back to the power play. All right. Okay, well, anytime they want to post the penalty, I guess let me head to the game summary. Maybe they'll have it first. Oh, too many men on the ice. Yeah, I'm going to wait till we get the serve by, and then I'll put the penalty on. Yeah, the puck must have, yeah, the puck was near the bench area, and it must have tipped somebody who was going for a change or somebody coming on, so hence the penalty. All right, who's serving it, though? They haven't said yet who, so I'm going to have to wait. So Montreal goes on the power play. This would be they're 0 for 2. This is their third. LA is 0 for 3 already. All right, let's check the other scores. Bruins 4-1 over the Leafs in Boston. Pasternak with his 9th. Geeky and McAvoy the assist. Senators, Stars, Rantanen gets them on the board. Cuts the Senators' lead in half, 2-1. 7:16 to go in Boston. In the second, 3:38 to go in the second in Ottawa. Capitals now, Strome with his 5th. And they're up 2-0. Blues already up 1-0. Dylan Holloway over the Flames. No score, Sharks Wild. Okay, who's serving it? Okay, so who's serving the penalty, though? I don't get it. So who's serving the penalty? I might just put Kuzmenko. I don't know. I guess I have to go to the play-by-play to figure out the serve by. It's usually not this complicated. Usually they have it right away. Oh, Corey Perry. Yeah, I should have known that. I think he got a goal after serving a penalty. All right, so Corey Perry will serve it for the Kings. Montreal, the 5-on-4 man advantage. All right, Demidov sends it down low. Slot pass goes off the stick of Suzuki into the far boards, and Kings clear it down the length of the ice. Montreal 0 for 2 with only one shot on goal, I think. .905 to go, second period. Tipped out of the zone by, let's see, I think that was Moore. And the Canadiens have to regroup. You know what? We may go back to the LA broadcast soon. Into the near boards, sent up the near to Demidov, near faceoff circle, drop pass, far faceoff circle. That pass doesn't get through, and the Kings clear it down the length of the ice as they've killed off almost a minute of this 2-minute power play. 1 minute remaining now. Drop pass by, let's see, they just went off for a change. Battle for the puck in the near boards. Not sent out, kept in by, I think, Dobson for Montreal. Battle for the puck in the just outside the crease. Montreal picked up a shot on goal. There's a battle in the far corner. 18-11 shots on goal. Demidov to the near faceoff circle. That shot from the slot is saved. That was Dobson, not Demidov. My bad. He has it at neutral ice. Should have known Dobson would be on the point. And now Montreal has it, and they can't keep it in. Dobson has to retreat. They're going to get a couple changes. Dobson will dump it in. There's only 5 seconds left on the power play. Centering pass. Penalty is over. 18-12 shots on goal. They couldn't get it to Perry at center ice. Montreal sends it behind the Kings' net into the near corner now. Ceci, I think, chipped it out. And Montreal sends it up the near boards and down. Oh, Dumoulin just took a huge hit. That was by Anderson of Montreal. Shot from the blue line into the near corner. Another one from the blue line. That one is saved into the far boards. LA chips it to center ice. Denault has it in the far boards. He takes a hit. He tries to get the puck to the far corner. Both players fall down. Shot from the far faceoff circle. Deflected into the near boards. Anderson couldn't keep it in. Kempe will track it down. Kempe dumps it in from the red line into the far corner. And it looks like Matheson just chipped it out for the Canadiens. Suzuki couldn't get it in the near corner. Drew Doughty behind the net to Anderson. Anderson up the near boards. Montreal takes it over and dumps it in again. That's Kopitar around the boards to Doughty. Up the far boards, Montreal has it in the far corner. That's Hudson with the puck. Near faceoff circle, Caulfield is wide on that shot. Still 18-12. And the Kings get it out of their own end. And they dump it right back. And the Canadiens dump it right back in. Kept in by Dobson. Shot that is blocked into the far boards. Hudson picks up the puck. Returns it to Dobson. Another shot. This time Kemper with the save. And he holds on at 5:26 And imagine this is the under 6 media timeout. At 5:26, 3-1 Kings. And of course, Montreal just got their 13th shot. All right, quick check. 4-1 Bruins, 2-1 Senators. Second intermission now for the Senators. Bruins there's still 3:13 to go in the second in Boston. 4:29 to go in the second. Hurricanes on the board. Ehlers his third at 13:56 from Blake and Gostisbehere, however you say it. Gostisbehere. Sharks Wild, no score, 8:02 in the first. That game's on Hulu if you have it. Blues now up 2-0 on the Flames, 4:44 in the first. Kessel his first, and Holloway on the power play his fourth for the Blues. In about an hour, Ducks Avalanche. And we will have Jets Canucks following this game. All right, I guess if we got time, we can go through first Edmondson's goal, number 6. So here he is. They win the draw. Kopitar, Clark passes it to Edmondson, and he blasts it by Montembeault. Glove side. High. Then Quinton Byfield, a rebound attempt right outside the crease in the far side. Byfield's 55. He's going to get there soon. Big rebound or yeah, there it is. And then Fiala, pretty much the nope. Pretty much the same thing. Big rebound on the far side. So Byfield's coming around, far face-off circle, and he buries it. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that was Fiala. Byfield was the other one. All right, back underway in the second. Hudson keeps it in near face-off circle. Pass is picked off, and the Kings get it out of their own end. Tracked down by Caulfield. No. Nice shot by Moore just outside the crease. That is saved. Or was it not on net? At any rate, Canadians have it, and they try to dump it in the far boards. Somebody lost a stick for Montreal, and it's sent out by the Kings. They say 18-13. So I guess no shot on goal for Moore. Shot and a save off of a nice shot in the near faceoff circle by Kirby Doc at 4:40. 18-14 shots on goal, LA. Now okay, well, we'll wait to put that one up. 3-1, 4:40 in the first. Let's make sure we're live on ESPN+. It says we are. All right. Face off. Byfield wins it. Dumoulin gets it to Ceci, who sends it up the far boards. Not out. Anderson got it out. Fiala sends it ahead. Can't get around the Canadiens' defense and up the other way. That was Matheson. Not Kopitar. Laferriere sends it around the boards. Fiala got it to Ceci. Byfield in the far corner. Now far faceoff circle. Picked off by Matheson, who sends it behind the Montreal net. And brought out of their own zone and dumped in from the red line. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Byfield jumps on it behind the net. Takes it out the far faceoff circle. Chips it to the Kempe at center ice. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Suzuki there. Sends it up the near boards. Finally, they send it out. Kopitar has it, though. Thought the Kings were offsides. Doughty behind the net. Looking. Back to the blue line. Lost it right off the stick for Kempe. We're going the other way. Far face-off circle. Drop pass to the top of the far face-off circle. That shot is saved into the far corner. Canadians with the puck in the far corner. 19-15 shots on goal. Now 19-16. Doughty has it behind the Kings net. He tries to get it to the near corner. And finally out of their own end. Kempe heads off for a change. Canadians countering, though, near boards. Who is that with the puck? Shot. I don't think that got through. It was still 19-16. Shot from the far or near faceoff circle is wide and into the netting at, let's see. Excuse me. Well, they took their score stuff down. Yeah, Kings blocked a bunch of shots in that last sequence, and the Canadians kept hitting it wide. All right, can you put the time up, please? 2:36. There we go. All right. They missed the draw. They were showing Kemper's stats from last year, and they missed the draw. Good job. All right, sent behind the net. Kemper up the near boards, but not out. Moore couldn't get it out. Suzuki has it off the shot and a glove save by Kemper. Don't know if that was on target at 2:16. Caulfield with the shot for for Montreal. All right. Suzuki and Demidov having a chat. Suzuki steps in for the draw against Denault. Centering pass gets through, and finally LaFerriere got it out of their own end, but we're already countering Montreal. Suzuki sends one to the side of the net. LA can't get it out yet, though. Now they chip it to center ice, and that is Fiala. Thought the Kings were offsides again, and they weren't. LaFerriere's backhanded pass gets knocked to behind the net, and Suzuki counters and dumps it into the far boards. Ceci gets it to Dumoulin, gloved down by Suzuki. Caulfield gets it back to Suzuki. Blue line kept in. Long shot is blocked. They dump it in again. And, oops, somebody looked like Ceci got away with a trip maybe of Caulfield. Kings dump it in and head for a line change. All right, battle along the near boards. Kings have it in their own end, but we got a whistle at 1:05. All right, as they look at the rookies through second and third year players and their offensive numbers, the kids are on fire this season, the Canadiens graphic says. All right, and they missed another draw. It's dumped in by Dobson. Under a minute to go. 53 seconds to go. 50. All right, there we go. We'll just leave it. Dobson, long pass ahead. The Kings counter. They send it in for, looks like, icing. So the draw will come back to the Los Angeles end at 42 seconds to go in the second period. Oops, I got to reset my clock for the second intermission countdown. There we go. All right. Byfield to take the draw against Kapanen. Face off into the near corner, sent out by Anderson. Turcotte battling for it. They finally get it to Perry. Perry, far face-off circle, sends a pass into the near corner. Oops, I forgot to start the clock. My bad. 22 seconds to go. First period. Doughty to Anderson. Dumped in. Battle and, actually, Dobson sends it behind the net. Looks like this is going to be at 3, 2, 1. That is the end of the first. Don't know if that got on target before the clock had all zeros. But we are through 2 periods. It was 1-0 Canadians after 1, and it is now 3-1 Kings after 2. All right, and checking the poll, 68% of the 25 votes going with the Canadians, 32% for the Kings. All right, so Anderson got the goal for Montreal, 19-17 into the first. Hudson and Evans on the assist. Then it was Edmondson, his first goal of the year, on a blast slap shot from the blue line off the face-off win by Kopitar. Clark passed it to Edmondson for the goal. Byfield, his third from Edmondson and Kempe. Fiala, his eighth from LaFerriere and Byfield. Each team had a penalty in this period. Newhook tripping Armia. And too many men on the ice penalty against the Kings, and Corey Perry served it. All right, so 1917 Kings shots on goal. In other action, second intermission, right at 18:58 of the second, Bobby McMahon got a fourth goal of the year on the power play from Domi and Riley to cut the Bruins lead down to 4-2 in Boston after 2. Senators in Ottawa up 2-1 on the Stars. Rantanen at 16:22 of the second to get the Stars within 1. Capitals up 2-1 on the Hurricanes. Ehlers is third, at 13:56 of the second. At the second intermission, got the Hurricanes back within 1. Blues up 2-0 on the Flames in St. Louis. First intermission. Sharks Wild, 2:15 to go in the first. No score. And again, we will have Jets Canucks after this game, and we'll keep an eye on the other 2 late games. Maybe bonus coverage if Blue Jackets Kraken goes long. We'll see, depending on the time. All right, hope to see you tonight for Jets Canucks. Tomorrow, Oilers Flyers. Thursday, we're going to try to do Jets Kraken. Again, hopefully I won't be late. I think we'll try to do it. Friday night is NBA night. Heat, Knicks, 6 o'clock Central. Warriors, Spurs to follow, 8:30, 8:40, whatever. Again, from Prime Video. And we'll do Jets Flames. Man, we've got 3 Jets games this week. Tonight, Thursday, and Saturday, every other day, on the road at 9 o'clock. I don't think there was much to pick from 9 o'clock. Yeah, there's a couple 7 o'clock games. Golden Knights, Blues, Flyer Stars. I guess Flyer Stars would have been pretty good. And I'm not going to get up Sunday morning for Dolphins Commanders or Commanders Dolphins in Spain. A couple of 3-7 teams. I figure I'll just do a late one. I just did Sharks Crack in the previous Saturday. That's why I went with Jets Flames. Do some Canadian teams. Yep, and I think Sunday, I think we'll go ahead and do Golden Knights Wild against Islanders and then Islanders Avalanche. So 5 and 8. Wasn't really intrigued by the NFL, and it's difficult. All right, we're going to get out of the app and get back in so it doesn't, because I don't get Red Wings Rangers. I don't get Predators Penguins in the morning either. Wouldn't mind Canucks Lightning, but I think we'll just do the 5 and 8 instead. All right, let's get out of the app. That seems to help. If I get out of the app at intermission, maybe it won't crash on me then, like it tends to twice a game. All right, 1 second. Let's see. Oh, they did take a shot away for Montreal, so 19-16 shot on goal now. All right, so oh wow, the Kings came back because Montreal had a sizable lead and draws after one. We're now even at 16-16 apiece in faceoffs. Oh, I need to sit over here when I've got everything on the screen. All right, Kings, Canadiens. Let's go to the Kings broadcast though instead. All right, let's try that. They had technical difficulties like right before the start, so I got out of it. All right, so both teams are 0 for 3 on the power play. 16-6 are the hits for Montreal. 10-9 blocked shots, Montreal. 9-6 giveaways, Montreal. And 3-2 takeaways, Montreal. And again, rematch March 7th in LA. All right, I think I'm going to take a quick break. We'll leave. Let's go back to tonight. Hope you're having a good Veterans Day. Thank you for your service to all veterans. And it's Remembrance Day in Canada as well. All right, those are all at the intermission. Actually, every game's at the intermission. All right, we'll just leave these 4 up then. All right, let's get some music queued up. If you haven't already done so, please consider hitting like and or subscribe. Or hit don't like if you prefer. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to recommend the channel to other potential viewers, which will also help grow the channel. And I thank you so much for your support. Thank you for returning viewers, new viewers, and thanks especially to everybody who has chatted. Helps the live stream tremendously. All right, we got 12 likes. Thank you. All right, we'll get the music queued up and take a quick break. All right, thanks everybody. All right, we are back. Fade out music. All right. All right. A little bit of time yet before the third resumes or starts. Again, hope you're all having a great Tuesday. Thank you for your service. Any veterans, if anybody has family members who are veterans, please thank them for their service on behalf of Sinbin Stream. And it's Day of Remembrance, or however they term it in Canada as well. What is it called? No, I don't have that in my phone. Usually we have the Canadian holidays as well. At least Canadian Thanksgiving, of course. All right. We are underway in the third. Senators still up 2-1 in Ottawa over the Stars. 14:26 to go. About to drop the puck in Carolina. They trail 2-1 to the Capitals. Bruins in Boston up 4-2 on the Leafs. Blues about to get underway in the second. They lead the Flames 2-0 in St. Louis. In Minnesota, no score. Sharks Wild. That game is available on Hulu if you have it. Bruins Leafs is on TNT, True TV, HBO Max. They'll also have Ducks Avalanche later. We'll have Jets Canucks here coming up after this one. And now we can get ready for the third period. Still 19-16 shots on goal. Kings had a outburst of 3 goals in, I think, 4 minutes and 5 seconds to take the 3-1 lead in the second period, early in the second period, I should say. ESPN and Fox 1 for $40 combined. And that's just an introductory price. I don't think that's, forever. Again, I'm doing ESPN Plus, which is being rebranded ESPN Select, or if you choose between Select and Unlimited, Select is the cheaper. You basically get hockey and some college sports, not everything. You don't get what's on ESPN, unfortunately. All right, I think we're about set. I'm not sure why. It says we're live. I don't know. Maybe I need to go back to the Montreal feed. I know it's Remembrance Day. They're explaining the significance of the poppy. But this game's underway. Man, I feel like LA's behind. All right, let's go back to Montreal. Their feed, LA's feed, I think, is behind. Let's go back to the Montreal feed. Yes, all right. All right, come on. Yep, 1939 ago. I think the Kings feed was delayed for some reason. We've got a Kings icing to start. Yeah, they were behind, so that's why I got off of that. They were still chatting. Like, I don't know why they were suddenly behind so much. Oh, former Canadians, Edmondson, Armia, Denault, and Perry for the Kings. And they missed a draw. Why? Oh my! I'm sorry if I complain about the broadcast so much, but they missed so much action. Just they missed so many face-offs by doing graphics and replays. And all right, enough of that. Matheson from behind his own net sends it to center ice. Canadians have it, and I guess a late offside. And that was a very late whistle at 19:12. All right, well, still plenty of time for Montreal to get back into this at home. Kings play very well on the road. Same with the Rangers. The Rangers are really good on the road and terrible at home. They can't score. Dumped in from the red line by the Kings. They're in white going left to right. Canadians in red going right to left. All right, sent up the boards to the blue line, cross ice pass. Clark, and a deflected shot just went wide. Canadians send it behind their own net, and they finally skate it out of their own end and dump it in from the red line and go for a line change. Kemper plays it to the far boards, chipped to center ice. Sent up the near boards by Montreal to the far corner. Tipped and into the near faceoff circle. Sent back to the blue line by Montreal. Down behind the net. Battle for the puck behind the net. Sent to the blue line. Shot blocked. And more misses on the pass. And that Kings player had a broken stick and had to go get a fresh one. Montreal counters, dumps it in, near face-off circle. Valino sends it to the far corner. And battle for the puck. Canadians get a backhander blocked. They can't get it. And chipped in by, let's see, who was that? Why am I blanking? Sorry, Denault. And the Canadians have it in their own end. That was Carrier with the puck. Now they're in the far. Oh, I don't know where if that was a save or off the post. That looked like a pretty good shot attempt by the Canadians, and they didn't cash in. Kempe with the puck sends it up, and it's taken away and behind his own net. I think that's Hudson. And he sends it, nope, taken away and dumped in again. No, on net by the Kings. Struble now takes it out from behind his own net as we're under 17 minutes to go. 20-17 shots on goal. That went wide. Another pretty good attempt by Montreal. Hudson battling in the near corner, or the near boards. Puck is loose into the far boards now. Sent behind the net. Anderson tries to get it in the far corner for the Kings. And Slafkovsky has it behind the net. And he got his stick broken. And Byfield has it. Drop pass to Fiala. Now Fiala gets it to Clark. His shot or pass is blocked to the blue line. A blast by Ceci, I think. And it gets tipped into the netting at 16:05 to go in the third period. Yeah, let's see what happened here. Yeah, I that might have gone off the post because don't think they gave him a shot. I think that was Caulfield who hit the near post, the left post. For Montreal. All right, they're showing a Caulfield graphic, and I bet you we almost missed the draw. Doc against Kopitar. Kopitar has the puck, and they can't keep it in at the blue line. CC picks it up in the far boards. The ref kind of got in the way. Up the near boards, not out. Doc chases it to the far board, sends it to the far corner. Hit. CC's there. So was Dumoulin. Doc sends it behind the net into the far corner now. Dumoulin gets a pass. Kopitar stick handles it at center ice. I think it was Kopitar. It was. And the Canadians have it again in the near face-off circle. That shot is wide into the far corner. That is Dobson, I believe, with the puck. Now near face-off circle, shot and tipped and maybe into the netting and for a whistle. Pretty good shot attempt. I think it was tipped wide by Montreal, maybe by Gallagher. It's 21-17 shots on goal, LA. See this replay. All right, still 3-1 LA in Montreal. Face-off in the near face-off circle in the LA end. Montreal sends it in from the blue line. LaFerriere passes it. They get it out to Moore, who dumps it in. Tough angle shot, I think, was wide into the near boards. Clark sends it around. They send it behind the net. And that was, man, I can't think of who that is. He hasn't played recently. Moore dumps it in again. That, of course, is Fogle. I think he's been injured. Fogle in the near corner. Montreal finally dumps it over by the bench area. And the Kings regroup in their own end. Oh, it's a turnover, though. Far face-off circle. Clark knocked somebody down. And doesn't look like there's going to be a call. The Kings dumped it in. They took a shot away for the Kings. 20-17. Oh, thanks, Sinbin Admin. Love you too. And sent around to the near boards. Kept in at the blue line, I think, by Dobson. Around. Montreal sends it around again. That was Slafkovsky. Kings end up with it into the near face-off circle. Believe that. Nope, that's Byfield. LaFerriere can't get it. And Slafkovsky skates it to the red line. Makes a pass at the blue line. It's knocked away by the Kings and dumped in. And Byfield takes a shot along the boards. And Carrier picks it up for Montreal. It's 20-18 shots on goal for the Kings, and they lead 3-1. All right, sent up the far boards and out of their own end by the Kings. This might be icing, and it is. Man, they take that score bug down so quick. I can't even see the time to adjust before they take it immediately down. It's ridiculous. All right, face off in their own end. That's Turcotte. Who won the draw? Montreal keeps it in. Near face-off circle, shot way wide into the far corner. And sent behind the net where Fogle picked it up in the near boards. Taken away by Anderson of Montreal. Sent behind the net to Evans. Back to the blue line. And it gets tangled up in front of the Kings bench. And 72 had it. Now it is, let's see, who is that? Struble in his own end. Both teams must be getting changes, and we're approaching 12.5 to go in the game, in the third. Nice pickoff there by Kempe. They dump it in. Kempe will chase it behind the net and deliver a hit. Struble has it behind the net. He gets it out. And dumped ahead by Bolduc. into the near board. We got a whistle at 12:11. Unless it's icing, we'll have the under 14 media timeout. Bruins 4, Leafs 2. Okay. Thanks, Jeremiah. Yeah, we'll take a quick look here. So, actually, the Leafs just scored at 18:58. No. Wait, what? Wait, when did this become 4-3? Did they not put the goal on the board yet? This must have just happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we don't know who scored just now for Toronto, but it's 4-3 Boston. Boston 4, Toronto 3 in Boston. We'll see who got... Oh, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, his second, from Robertson and Nylander. All right, so the Leafs are back within 1 after being down 4-1. Yeah, Pasternak's goal made it 4-1. And now the Leafs have gotten back within 1 with 13:57 to go in the third. Stars tied it up. Jason Robertson, 2-2, 7:50 to go in the third. And the Canes are now down 2, 3-1 Capitals, 13:01 to go to third. And Carolina, Chichrun with his fourth on the power play. Blues, Walker makes it 3-0 in St. Louis. Blues 3, Flames nothing. 11:58 in the second. Still no score in Minnesota. Sharks and Wild. 15:55 in the second. And Ducks Avalanche in about 20-25 minutes to start. Jets, Canucks to follow. All right, back from commercial break. 20-18 shots on goal. Center ice draw. Kings have it in their own end. Drew Doughty sends it up the near boards. Into the near corner. Around the far boards. Kept in at the blue line by the Kings into the far corner. Fogle chases it down. Denault has it. Moore picks it up. Or he takes a hit. And Demidov, I think, finally got it out in front of the... Well, we got a whistle, though. What's the call? At 11:43 to go in the third. .500 club by most career points by Swiss players. Roman Josi, 729. Fiala with 501 in second now. Face off. Puck goes behind the Canadiens' net. And the Habs finally will get it. Nope, they're going to regroup in their own end. Hudson send it to Struble. Right wing, far faceoff circle. Shot from the near faceoff circle was wide into the far corner. I believe that's Velino battling for it. With now Edmondson. Edmondson just cross-checked him. No call. Yeah. Velino didn't like that. And, all right, no calls, and Hudson will take it behind the Montreal net. And he makes a second lap, but in front of the net. As we have 10:45 to go in the third period. Sent up the near boards, but picked off. LaFerriere gets the pass, shot, big rebound, swept aside into the near boards. And the Canadiens are countering, and their pass is picked off by Fiala. And LaFerriere dumps it in from the red line. Matheson takes the puck, passes it up the far board. Slevkovsky behind the net, drop the pass. Kings sweep it out of their own end. And Matheson will take it in the near face-off circle and send it up the boards to Slavkovsky. Both teams getting changes. Doughty takes it behind the LA net. He waits for the breakout. He follows CC. CC's going to get a line change or get changed. And might have been icing on the Kings at 9:54. Let's see what this call is. If it's not icing, it should be the under 10 media timeout. And yeah, it's got to be icing. Doughty is out there with, I thought CC went for a change. I guess he stayed out. Defenseman to play 18 plus seasons. Well, they already took it down. Doughty's in the top 10, I think, now. With 18 seasons. That's incredible. Up the near boards. And taken behind the net by 72. I got to look up how to pronounce that. Canadians tried to dump it in, but Moore has it, and he flips it. Glove down into the O-zone for, Turcotte behind the net into the far circle. He gets it right back from the blue line, sends it to Perry. Perry gets it to Moore. Moore in the far face-off circle. And he flips it back to Turcotte. Now to Perry. Perry sends it behind the Montreal net. It's 21-18 shots on goal. Kept in at the blue line by the Kings. The puck comes free to the slot. And now 72 brings it in. And a drop pass. He has it near tough angle shot, actually by Doc, not 72. And we're going the other way. Oh, puck comes free and a goal for the Kings. 4-1 or 4-3. Yeah, 4-1. Sorry. Got my scores crossed up. Nice play on the Kings. It was turned over or something by Montreal. And that is Armia on the goal to make it 4-1 at 8:52. He just got it and beat right up front, in the slot just outside the crease and buried it glove side with the forehand. Wrister. He stole it from somebody, defenseman trying to, trade the puck and finish the line change. It's 22-18. Armia unassisted, and we got an immediate whistle, and they take the score bug down. 8:41 in the third. Yeah, and it appears that Armia is a former Canadian. All right, no under 10 media timeout. Might have been icing on the Canadians. Had to be. Up the near boards, Suzuki, I think. Well, the Struble had it. Battle for the puck by the penalty box area. Kings send it up the bench side, far side. And it was dumped in by Armia. I think they're going for line changes. 8:10 to go in the third. How did my clock get that far ahead? All right, let's make sure we're live too. Oh, great. It says we are. Behind the net, Habs with the puck. Back to the blue line. Matheson, drop pass, shot by Suzuki and a glove save just inside the blue line. Now we'll have the under 10 media timeout. So 4-1 Flames thanks to Armia. His third goal unassisted. And they have the goal visualizer. So 7:42 to go in the third. 22-19 shots on goal and 4-1 also. LA Kings. Here's the goal. Armia is 40. He picks the pocket of two different, Kings defenders and then buries it just outside the crease. Yep, right here, and blasts it by glove side. Big insurance goal for the Kings here in the third. And all right, in the other action, Bruins wrapping up a power play. They still have a 4-3 lead over the Leafs in Boston with 10-12 to go in the third. Stars and Senators tied at 2 with 1:47 to go in the third. Hurricanes down by 2, 3-1 Capitals, 9:37 to go in the third. Blues still up 3-0, halfway through the game, 9:44 to go in the second. Wild in Minnesota take a 1-0 lead on the Sharks. Matt Boldy, his 9th goal on the power play. And, yep, Ducks Avalanche in the next 15 minutes or so. Still at commercial. Yeah, I had to go back to the Montreal feed. It seemed like LA was behind to start the third period. Whew, I need a warmer sweatshirt, I think, for the late game. Oh, excuse me. All right. All right, I think we're back live. They don't have the score bug up. Jeez Louise, they went right from a Suzuki interview, and all of a sudden, next thing I know, the Kings have the puck at the neutral ice and are skating in. No indication that it was live. Great job, TSN. Shot from just inside the blue line, steered aside. Maybe it didn't get through. Maybe it was blocked by Montreal. Now Montreal got it out of their own end. Suzuki cross-ice pass is picked off, though, by Denault. They get it over to Doughty as we approach 7 minutes to go in the game. Dumped in by the Kings to the far corner. Sent behind the net. Matheson tries to get it. They finally chip it out. Clark in his own end. Gets it right back. Sends it up the near boards. On net and frozen by Montembeault. All right. Shots on. They're showing a Kopitar. Most career points Slovenian-born players. 1,287 Kopitar. Mersak 4, Kuznik 0. 3 players. 24-20 shots on goal. Play continues under 6.5 to go. And a save by Kemper off a shot by Carrier. So 24-20. 6:26 to go. All right, let me fix the shots. Good luck on the wager, Ryder. Or Marshall. Oh, -5.5. Wait, for who? Oh, under 5.5 goals. Oh, yeah, total goal. Yeah, I gotcha. Over under. Well, they just kicked out Byfield from the draw. So LaFerriere steps in. He wins the draw. Cece has it. Not taken out, though. Montreal keeps it in. Shot is blocked behind the net. Doc centered it. Whoever shot it high. Matheson couldn't keep it in. The Kings get it out. Byfield into the far face-off circle, and a late whistle, presumably for offsides. That seemed really late. I keep forgetting Gallagher is 11 on the Canadiens. I don't know why. Oh, Bruins, Pastrnak on the power play is 10th, and they lead 5-3 over the Leafs with 8:01 to go in the third. Evans wins the draw. Montreal can't control the puck. Kings have it. They keep it in. 2 players fall down. Kings sweep it out of their own end, though, and then they dump it in and tag up. Into the near corner. Sent behind the net. That was Hudson to Struble, who returned it. Shot, I think, off the side of the net, though. And looks like Velino dumps it in from the red line behind the net. Cece touches it up to Dumoulin. He can't get it out of there. Velino sends it behind the net again. And that is Evans, who sends it to the blue line and out of the zone. Not a great pass. Struble has it, returns it to Hudson. The forwards are changing, and Hudson sends it to Matheson. And Matheson, let's see, centering pass by Moore gets tipped to the far boards. Montreal has it again. Looks like Demidov sends it, or Demidov, sorry. I gotta look up who it is. And it's 4-1, 4:49 to go. We have the under 6 media timeout. Wait, what? Oh, I got mentioned in a video. Okay. Well, that's cool. I'll have to check that out later. Oops, sorry. I forgot that was going to pop up on the screen. We'll look at that later. Again, Bruins 5, Leafs 3, 7:46 in the third, 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. In overtime, Stars and Senators tied at 2, 3:47 to go. Capitals 3, Hurricanes 1, 5:10 to go in the third. So not looking too good for Carolina at the moment. Flames get on the board. Coronado is 4th. They trail 3-1, 5:48 to go in the second. Again, Boldy got his 9th to put the Wild up 1-0 in Minnesota, 8:11 in the second. Ducks Avalanche, 10 minutes or less till they start. Jets Canucks, we'll try to stream in a little over a half hour, get the stream going. Puck drop in about 40-ish minutes. Still got 4:49 to go here in Montreal. All right. Let's make sure we are live real quick. It says we are. All right, Kings in pretty good control, but you can never count out the Canadiens with 4:49 to go. Especially in Montreal. All right, back underway. Kings get it out of their own end, but send it down the length of the ice. And, oh, no icing. I thought that was going to be icing. They pulled their goalie already. I mean, they're down 3. There's 4.5 to go. And a shot and a goal on the empty net by Foegele from the near boards, and it's 5-1 LA as the fans in Montreal start to head to the exits. And I imagine we'll see the goalie back in the net. Yeah, Hudson made a good save, brought the puck out of their own end. They turned the puck over, and then immediate Foegele shot from the near boards. Whoops. So Foegele, his second from Denault on the empty net, and play resumes. 4:23 to go. Yep, Fogel's second at 15:32 from Denault. Oh, and sorry, Ryder, for your wager. Yeah, I'm a little shocked. Down 3, they pulled the goalie. So we're at 6 total goals. Kept in at the blue line. Long shot. Well, that was blocked. Kings go the other way. Shot from the far face-off circle. Don't know if that was on net. We still got 21 shots on goal. Drop pass goes through everybody and out of the O zone, and Perry dumps it in on net for the Kings with under 3:40 to go now. .333 in the third. Skated in. Near corner. To the far corner. Montreal back to the blue line. Hudson with the puck. That shot is wide and frozen by Kemper in the crease as it came to the side of the net at 3:18. Kopitar wins the draw for the Kings. They send it up the far boards to neutral ice. And Valino has it. He dumps it into the far corner for Montreal. CC sends it up the boards. Kings do just get it out. Hudson picks it up, trying to get it to Struble. Struble back to Hudson. 27-21. Long shot from like center ice on net. Under 3 to go in the third period. Canadians finishing up a line change, and they dump it into the far corner. Dumoulin gets it. Looks like CC passed it to the forwards. Montreal loses the puck by their own bench. They send it back up the near boards. Demidov chases it, but it was actually icing at 2:21 to go in the third. All right. A little shock, I think, on the faces of the Canadiens players. You know, they ran into a buzzsaw in the Kings tonight. Kings are just road warriors. You know, I don't know what else to say. They play pretty well on the road. Canadians send it up to neutral ice. Kings counter, cross ice pass, sent, deflected into the netting. As the Ferrier was going to dump it around the boards, it got knocked in to the netting. All right, so what's the time? I hate how they take their score bug down and you don't know the damn time. I'd like to fix mine to match, and I can't. Oh, now what? Why am I having stream issues here? 1:55 to go. Canadians are going to get it out of their own end to the right wing. Far boards, centering pass to the near face-off circle. Battle for the puck and sent behind to the far boards. And chipped around again. Near boards, 72 shot. I think that was blocked. We got 26-23 shots on goal, so they took one away for the Kings. Into the near corner, 72 picks it up behind his own net for Montreal. And we got 1:11 to go in the third. Montreal not in a hurry here. And dumped in by, I think, Valino into the near corner. CC sends it to Dumoulin. Dumoulin to Armia, who dumps it in. Under a minute to go. Under 50 now. And a dump in by Montreal to the far corner. Kept in, but the Kings take it over at the red line. And we get a whistle at 34 seconds to go off the save by Montabo. Still says 26-23 on shots. I thought that, I guess that was wide. I thought the Kings just got a shot on a backhander. All right, well, thanks for voting. 35 votes. Only 31% predicted it right for the Kings. Turcotte to take the draw for LA. Evans for Montreal. Montreal has it behind their own net. Pass in over the red line into the near corner. Dumoulin has it under 20 to go. Perry has it going the other way. Sent behind the boards into the near corner. CC sends it behind the net. Struble backhands it out of the zone. And they'll get steered aside, and that's it. That is the end of the game. 5-1 because of the empty netter. LA Kings 5, Montreal Canadiens 1. Big road win for the Kings. And tough luck for the Canadiens at home. All right. Let's see. Let's go. We'll do the visualizer. I can't remember if I did it. Armia, his third unassisted. Fogle is second from Denault. Fogle's was an empty netter. So Armia is 40. Yes, we did do this one. He stole it from either Struble or Hudson. I think it was Hudson. And then he tucked it in with the forehand glove side. And then Fogle, an empty netter from like near the blue line here. They had a turnover. Yeah, Hudson couldn't control it. Denault got it to Fogle, who buried the empty netter. So 26, actually they took a shot away. 26-22 final shots on goal. Meaning that man, why am I blanking? Kemper had 21 saves on 22 shots. And Montreal had 22 saves on 26 shots. One was an empty netter. Montabo. All right, and then please like and subscribe before you head out if you haven't already done so. Thank you for supporting the channel. 27-26 face-offs by 1 goes to LA. Both teams 0 for 3 on the power play. 21-10 Canadiens hits. 17-15 Kings come out on top on block shots. 18-9 giveaways Canadiens. 6-3 takeaways Canadiens. Rematch in LA March 7th for the finale in the 2-game season series. And let's see. 5-3 Bruins. Maple Leafs have an empty net with 2:17 to go. Flames, Anderson gets a goal. It's only Blues 3, Flames 2, and Flames are on the power play. 39 seconds in the second. Wild up 1-0 on the Sharks. 2:44 in the second and on the power play. And finals to pass along. Capitals 4, Hurricanes 1. In overtime, the Stars came back from down 2-0 and win 3-2 over the Senators in Ottawa, again in overtime. And, of course, Kings 5, Canadiens 1. All right, we will have Jets Canucks in about, get the live stream started in about 20 minutes. Hope to see you then or in the next live stream tomorrow. Until then, take care. Sinbin Stream wishing you all well and the best. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Hope to see you in like 20 minutes for Jets Canucks. Until then, take care. Be well. Sinbin Stream signing out, and bye-bye.